My dad died 3 years ago, but last night I received a voicemail from his number. I froze. His phone had been buried with him. The voicemail was only 12 seconds long, static, heavy breathing. Then his voice, "Don't let your sister sell the cabin." The call ended. I stared at my screen for almost an hour. The timestamp was from 2:17 a.m. I thought someone had hacked his old number, but something felt wrong, because only Dad, my sister Emma, and I knew about that cabin. He built it himself, deep in the Colorado woods. After his funeral, neither of us had gone back. The next morning I called Emma. Before I could mention the voicemail, she blurted out, "I signed the papers yesterday." "What papers?" "The cabin. I sold it." A chill ran through me. I told her about the voicemail. She laughed. "Someone's messing with you." Maybe she was right, but I couldn't ignore it. So I drove 8 hours to the cabin one last time. The place looked untouched. Dust covered everything, except one set of fresh, muddy footprints led inside. I followed them. They stopped in front of Dad's old fireplace. I noticed one brick looked newer than the others. I pulled it loose. Behind it was a small metal box. Inside, a stack of letters, old family photos, and a cassette tape labeled, "Play this if the cabin is ever sold." I found Dad's ancient tape recorder in a closet. The tape clicked. Then his voice filled the room. "If you're hearing this, someone ignored my instructions. I found something years ago while building this cabin. I never told anyone because I wanted to protect you." He explained that while digging the foundation, he'd uncovered military dog tags, old journals, and a hidden lockbox from the 1960s. He'd turned everything over to federal investigators. Weeks later, strangers started showing up, offering huge amounts of money for the property. Dad refused every offer. "They weren't buying the cabin," he said. "They were trying to bury what was underneath it." Then his voice became serious. "If anyone suddenly wants this land, don't trust them." I looked at Emma's sale contract. The buyer wasn't a family. It wasn't even a company I'd heard of. It had been created 3 weeks earlier. I called the county office. The woman on the phone went silent after hearing the company name. Then she whispered, "You're the third person who's asked about them. They buy land, then disappear." Before I could ask another question, the front door of the cabin slowly creaked open. Footsteps echoed across the wooden floor. Someone was inside. I grabbed the metal box and ran out the back door without looking back. By the time police arrived, the cabin was empty. No footprints, no fingerprints, nothing. A month later, the mysterious company canceled the purchase without explanation. The land stayed in our family. I still don't know who left that voicemail. Maybe someone found Dad's old recordings. Maybe it was a delayed network glitch. Or maybe Dad kept his final promise. Even after he was gone, he still found a way to protect us.